Okay, say it with me. To infinity and beyond. Hey, I'm Britton and welcome to another episode of Britton at the Movies, and welcome to the channel Film Lover Corner. And tonight, I just got done viewing the new Disney Pixar movie, Lightyear, which is the movie that inspired the toy Buzz Lightyear. And from this movie, I am proud to say that Pixar has another hit on their hands. Yes, if you were nervous about Lightyear, if you thought Lightyear was going to be like a unnecessary spinoff or a cash cow, you are mistaken, because Lightyear really does take you to infinity and beyond. And it soars high. It's a great summer blockbuster. It's a great Pixar movie. It's beautiful animated. And the director, I hope I'm saying his name right because I struggle with pronouncing certain words. Angus McLean, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He did a fantastic job directing this movie. You could see the passion that he clearly had. You could see how deep he wanted to get with the characters. But first off, before I review this movie, there's one important thing I must say. For those people boycotting this movie because Tim Allen is not in it, I'm going to respectfully say that you're crazy and Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. Because, come on, Tim Allen was voicing the toy of Buzz Lightyear. This movie is about the character that inspired the toy. And in our real life, when we buy a toy that's based on a movie character, sometimes the toy voice is different than the actor voice. So, and Chris Evans does a fantastic job as the voice of Buzz Lightyear. He brings a certain humanity of the character. He brings a grounded approach to this character. You understand Buzz's trouble. You understand what he's struggling with. You understand his tragic flaws. You understand what he's going through, and you root for him and you care about him. And that's because Chris Evans understands the characters, understand the source material. He understands what came before him. He understands that this is a different iteration of the character and that he's going to put his own spin on it. And he does phenomenal voice work. He's still able to keep the same characteristic of the Buzz that we love from Toy Story, but he's able to ground it in a gripping and engaging science fiction story. So Chris Evans does a phenomenal job. And the rest of the cast does too. Keke Palmer is amazing in this movie. And just the whole cast does fantastic work interacting with each other, playing off each other, having great one-liners, bringing something emotional to the story to hold it all together. And it really works. It really works. This movie is a big fan love letter to science fiction. It has elements of Star Trek, Star Wars, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Interstellar. There's just a lot of science fiction elements in this movie, and it shows why we enjoy science fiction. It plays with the ideas of the science fiction genre, but it also is able to use those elements to make something whole and original and feels very unique and is able to stand out in the science fiction genre. And I really love the approach to this movie. Now, this is a Pixar movie, so Pixar can always make a grown man cry. And if you ask me if this movie's good, well, if it made me cry my eyes out during the first 10 minutes, I guess the answer is yes, this is a fantastic movie. It is a great movie that has great emotional scenes. It has different kind of emotion. A lot of people are saying that this movie isn't as deep as other Pixar movies, but I don't think this is, even though Lightyear doesn't hit those emotional marks, it's not aiming for that. It's aiming for fun. It's aiming for high energy. It's aiming for a fun adventure, but it also does have emotion, and the emotion is different though. The emotion feels grounded though in this movie, and it's different kind of emotion, and it plays with the themes. And I really love the themes of this movie about struggling with your past, moving on, I love the themes about teamwork. I love the themes about how we all have different things to bring to the table, and how if we work together, we can do something great. And I think that's a great message for society. I think if we can come together and work together, I think we can be a thriving, peaceful society. And I think that is a great idea to behold. And I think the movie really is able to express its themes in an entertaining, energetic way. This movie has a great screenplay. They understand these ideas. They understand the character. It's a very fantastic movie. I recommend it. You are going to love the action. You are going to love the gorgeous animation. You are going to love the great epic soundtrack. You are going to love the direction the movie's going to. You're going to love the voice cast. You're going to love the twists and turns. You're going to love how this movie plays with the science fiction genre, and how it plays with the Pixar studio format, and how it just has fun. You really are going to enjoy this movie. I really enjoy this movie. I recommend it to anybody who wants to see this movie. It delivers. It's a fantastic movie that's directed beautifully, acted beautifully, and I just wish I could just individually talk to Chris Evans and Kiki Palmer and the director and the millions of hardworking artists that work on this movie, to tell them thank you for putting your time and effort into this movie, into making something that feels whole and that feels unique and that feels created. This is why I love movies. This is why I love cinema. And this is why I'm a filmmaker. I'm a professional filmmaker, but I'm still a filmmaker. I still write scripts. I still shoot things in there. And this is why I love cinema. And I know a lot of people say this, but this is why I love Pixar. This is why I love Disney. And this is why one day I'm going to make a movie for Disney. And this is everything that I want in a movie. Everything that I want in a Pixar movie. There's care to it. There's deep passion to it. So yeah, Lightyear is definitely a movie worth checking out. Alright, well, that wraps up today's little episode. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, give me your comments, what you think about the movie. I keep saying Buzz. Lightyear comes out June 17 in theaters, and you can catch it in theaters on June 17, so let me know what you think.